Let's see. What is that? A spider built a nest between the two sides of my headlight. That's it. I'm buying one-piece headlights. What's up, guys? So today we are going to be trying out some one-piece headlights from spec-d tuning. I actually saw these first on an Instagram story by Instagram user L67PNW. I don't know how he pronounces that, but I will link that. Definitely go to Instagram and check his page out. He's got a really nice Monte Carlo and he's got a Grand Prix. So today we're going to get into these spec-d tuning headlights, see if they're any good and see what they look like on the car. So like I said before, these are made by spec-d tuning. They're available for sale a lot of places online. And I know there are a lot of one-piece headlight options available for Grand Prix. These were pretty reasonably priced. So I just want to get into these and see. First of all, we've got some instructions. Let's see what this is. Connection of extending wire harness and original one is complete. So this is a wiring harness instruction booklet. We'll worry about that later. Comes packed in this packaging foam. And here is our first headlights. Come on, come out. What, they were really in there. There you go. Wow. My first impressions of these are pretty good. They're packaged really well. They are really heavy. I'm kind of surprised by how heavy they are, actually. Let's get this plastic off of here so we can actually see what they look like. These are the smoked one-piece projector. It's got a single projector. It's not dual projector, so your high beams are not projector. They're standard, but they are dual halo. It does have some LEDs down on this end. I'm not exactly sure how those need to be wired. And then you've got your turn signal over on the side like normal, and it looks like it just uses the stock bulb. Then you've got this little adapter harness right here that goes to your stock headlights. You got a lot of stuff going on over here. Looks like the LEDs are all wired into right here. Then your turn signal's moved over there, but it comes with an extension harness to move it back over to where it's supposed to. And then you just got your factory mounts. And it's all one big lens instead of the two separate lenses, which I do think looks a lot cleaner. And then your halos are run over here through this to this and to this little 2-wire connector here. So you've got the extension harness, 2 wires for the LEDs here and 2 wires for the halos. So all of that will still have to be actually wired in however I decide to do it. And then it's got a black inside housing, and the lens looks a little smoked, but it's not very smoked because I mean I can see through it just fine. So I don't know, they look pretty good. Let's see what the other one looks like. And here we have headlight number 2. Just get this unwrapped also. And there you go. There is the other one. I've got to say, overall, so far, I'm kind of thinking these are going to look good, but I don't know. They do have, if I remember correctly, I guess it's here. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look it up, but I know there were adjustment screws for aiming the actual lights, so we'll have to get into that in a little while and try to figure out what's going on there. But overall, I would say not a bad looking set of headlights so far. Just to quickly show you what I did here as far as the wiring. This is, you have to use the wiring harness off of your existing headlight, but what I did do, here's where the connector goes for the extension harness. Then you have to wire the LEDs and the halos in somewhere, and there's different ways you can do it. The way I chose to do it, I took both of the negatives, both of the positives, just tap them into the black and white wire on the extension harness here so that they'll come on with the parking lights. So now I'm going to clean this up some more and we'll get it on the car. And there they are installed, just like stock. I was afraid because they were missing two of the mounting tabs that slide into the body that they would be loose and rattle around a lot. And they probably, well, they might a little. If so, I have some ideas for how to deal with that, but we'll get there when we get there. But they're fairly tight. Forgive the car being dirty again. The trees are still kind of dumping on it constantly. But I think overall it looks good. See what the lighting looks like. Here we've got the low beams with the halos and the LEDs lit. I'm using the turn signal on this side so you can see kind of how that blinks and how that looks. Now let's switch it to highs. This is the high beams right here. Not super bright, but they are just a standard H1 bulb. So on the bright side, if I think they need it, those can be upgraded. So I may do that. So the only thing left really to know is how the nighttime visibility is and what these look like on the road. So let me get a little darker and we'll check it out. So here's what we've got as far as low beam nighttime visibility. It's not bad, it's not amazing. It's about, I don't know, what I would expect maybe a stock headlight setup to look like. But you can see okay. Here comes an oncoming car. The high beams kinda look wonky. They almost look like they intersect each other a little bit in front of the car. So I'm assuming that's an aiming problem. Unfortunately, high beams are not adjustable as far as I can tell, though I can play with it some more. I think the low beams are, but the high beams are not. But the low beams look fine. Like, I can deal with the low beams like they are. The high beams, not so great. But once again, there are some upgrade options for bulbs, and so I can look into that and let you guys know what I think from there. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but I think these turned out okay. I will probably do some more material with these later on, because these, I will maybe work on how they wiggle very slightly and try to get the brightness up a little bit on the headlights. But overall, for the price and everything, I'm pretty happy with them. But I'm done for this video. Drop this video a like if this was helpful to you. Drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the new headlights, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.